Yeah. How's it going? I know we're a little late today, folks, but it'll be all right. Running a little late. Uh-oh. Wrong thing. Hold on. Hold on. Where we at? Bam. Okay. Yeah, so we running a little late today. So we're gonna switch gears a little bit. We're gonna talk about some football. So not today really, but there's been many changes going on in the NFL. We're gonna talk about that a little bit and a little bit more right after this. That's what we do, folks. That's how we do. That's what we do. That's how we do it. That's what we do. That's how we do. That's what we do it. Yeah. I'm at the food. But anyway, what am I looking for? Sorry about that, folks. Got to be more careful, boy. I tell you. Bang, bang, boogie. Yeah. So now we're gonna switch this thing into football edition. You know, we've been talking basketball, and we see all the haters. You know what I'm saying? Talking about MJ and all this stuff. But anyway, we're gonna start talking about some football here. Coming up tomorrow, we're gonna go through each division, finishing in 2 weeks. Finishing by next Friday. We're gonna start out with the AFC North, and I got a special guest coming on tomorrow. Big Pittsburgh Steelers fan, Big O, gonna come on the show tomorrow. We're gonna break down his Pittsburgh Steelers, and we're gonna see what they got. You know what I mean? See what he says about them. So y'all look forward to that tomorrow. Numerous trades, big draft picks, all this good stuff. But we're gonna break it down to 4 teams tomorrow. Who we think is gonna win that division, and do we think a team from that division is going to make it to the Super Bowl? First of all, the playoffs, and then possible Super Bowl. So we're gonna give our predictions. So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be very fun. Can't wait. 10 p.m. tomorrow on the dot. Y'all make sure y'all chime in. Definitely. So we got that going on tomorrow. Then we're gonna go through. So tomorrow's Wednesday, Thursday. We're gonna go through the AFC South. Then we're gonna go through the AFC East. Then we're gonna go through the AFC West. And we might even just, you know what? We might go back and forth. Yeah, we probably go back and forth, AFC, NFC. That way to keep it more interesting. So we'll do the AFC North, and then we'll do the NFC North, and we'll go back and forth like that, folks. Oh, look at that right there. Look at it. I'll make sure y'all see that. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna bring them boys out. Don't have them hidden and clacking and lacking. Look at some of the draft picks of each team. Look at their projections of each team, and we're gonna make this thing a real show starting tomorrow. So y'all make sure y'all definitely check in. In other news, I don't even know. I just kind of jumped on this thing. Look like LeBron James has done some stuff with Bryce, but anyway, I don't even know what else is out there, folks. What else is out there? We can possibly break down. I got started late. I had some things going on. I had some things planned, but then I had to take my son driving. He got his driving test tomorrow, so unfortunately, I didn't have the show prepared because I was running late doing some other things today. But that's all right. But we gonna talk about this now that I'm just gonna bring it up. Rich Paul told Stephen A. Smith that LeBron being second best in history is an insult. LeBron being second in history is an insult. Man, y'all, you know, I ain't even gonna talk about that. I thought about it really quick, and then that was a no-go. Y'all LeBron fans are straight up delusional. That's just how it is. He's straight y'all are straight delusional. And um yeah, I really don't even want to talk about it because it really gets on my nerves. See how delusional the LeBron fans are. Um it's I don't know what y'all be thinking sometimes. Yeah, y'all don't even look at the facts. Y'all just look, oh, Michael Jordan has a scholar paper. And don't like the way I scholar paper. Well, you know what? First year Scottie Pippen was there. He averaged 7 points. But guess what? Mike led the scheme in scoring. He won the defensive MVP award. He did so many things that year is ridiculous. So that narrative is dumb anyway. I've always said, but um, it's crazy. But something else we can oh man, I don't want to see that. Yeah. You know what? This ain't maybe I'll put this on my other channel. That's probably what I'll do. Um somebody Stephen Poster. He's gone. San Francisco closed. So hold on. Let me bring up this video. Let me find it over here. That way, y'all know what I'm looking at, and we can kind of go through this thing. But yeah, football season's over. I meant over. Football season starting. But it's crazy. I titled it that. Maybe I should change the title because it's gonna look like clickbait because we're not even gonna talk about football really. We're gonna get into this, but I want y'all to tune in tomorrow though. Tomorrow, 10 p.m. That'll be August the 16th at 10 p.m. Y'all better chime in because it's gonna get deep and heavy. Special guests, special guests and all. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I sound like the hard joint. Yeah, we gonna get into that, man. It's gonna be fun. Try to make some excitement in this thing, and you know. But you know, let me do this too. I keep forgetting this. I keep forgetting this. Right there, right there. Know y'all can hear that in the background. And I'm gonna bring it down to 10. There we go. There we go. There we go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I like that in the background. So I'm gonna use that as a test too to see how that ends up sounding. Yeah, like I say, I gotten used to this thing. I got some more equipment coming very soon. Um, hopefully, man, y'all pray for your boy. Hopefully, we'll get the house tighten up here soon. It's looking good. Finally, I think it's looking good. Finally, I got to get somebody to come see what it costs to do some siding. Y'all don't know I live in Southwest Florida. Hit by Hurricane Ian, and the insurance company still hasn't paid, folks. They still haven't paid. Your boy hurting right here. Now, thank God. I mean, we have our health and everything like that. Um, but you know, now it's time to put the house back together. We're back in the hurricane season, and we need to put our house back together. It's starting to rain a lot. Rain gets in the house. Need to get the roof done, the siding done. So y'all just keep your boy up. But you know, we've been very patient. It's been some. we've been patiently going through this thing, and hopefully we can get the house back together and get everything staged up how we want it and how we would like it. And it'll be fun. Like right now, you can see clear in my living room and my bathroom downstairs. You can just see right in there from here. You know, the dogs come and check on me every once in a while. They just walk right through the wall. Hey, it's all good. They walk right through the wall. Bang. You know what I mean? So let me find a video. I want to react to a video. Oh, this was the one I was going to bring up. Sorry. I haven't seen this video. Yeah. Man, Austin Reeves got a signature shoe. Got to be more careful. No, not a shoe review channel. This is going to be my second one. I got to do this because, like, I never heard of a caliber Austin Reeves. I mean, are we serious? Right now, are we serious? Austin Reeves got a shoe. Let's check this out, man. Let's check this out. Austin Reeves has a shoe. I know this ain't a shoe channel, but we about to do it. I don't care. I don't care. Hey man, what channel is this? This is Wear Testers. Y'all go check them out. This is where I got this content from. Y'all go check them out. Wear Tester. Go check them out. Austin Reeves has a shoe. That's crazy to me. Oh, here we go.
Austin Reeves plays for the Lakers. Kind of good. He's got his own signature shoe now.
Wow. That's a wow for me, folks. Austin Reeves has his own shoe.
Hey, what's good, guys? My name's Chris. Welcome back to the official WearTesters.com YouTube channel. Today, we got a detailed look and breakdown on Austin Reeves' first official signature sneaker from the Rigorer brand. And these are the Rigorer.
I'm sorry to cut that off, but I've only started seeing lately so many players playing in low tops. When did that become a thing? Because there's no way in heck I'm gonna be out there in low tops. My broke ankles, you know what I'm saying? I got some weak ankles, to be honest. Always twisting my ankles. So when did that happen? You know what I'm saying? Anyway.
AR1s. For those of you guys that don't know, Austin Reeves is signed to a very small brand that's over in China. I don't know if they're a new brand necessarily. I think they're new-ish.
You know, that's another thing. Why is everybody over in China? Nike, or why can't somebody from the US create a shoe? That's what I want to know. Why can't somebody from the US create a shoe? Hold on. I'm back. Why can't somebody from the US create a shoe? There we go. Why can't somebody from the US create a shoe? Huh? You hear me? Now, why can't somebody from the US create a shoe? Everybody's always going to China to create shoes. I don't know. At this point, there should be somebody in the US trying to create a shoe for somebody. This is ridiculous.
At least when you compare them to brands like Anta and Li-Ning and stuff like that, they don't have as much history there as those brands, but it's not like super new. It's just new to like American culture and stuff. But we did review the previous shoe from Rigorer that he was wearing. I think it was called the War Ender. And so if you wanted to check it out, feel free. But basically, this is his official signature shoe. So I think that that's really cool, especially when small brands are doing that kind of thing. Like obviously you need someone to promote your product. Otherwise people don't know about it. And maybe, just maybe, it's him. If you guys remember what that's about, you already know. You don't know?
No.
Did you want me to tell you?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, basically one game he like went off. LeBron was on the bench and stuff. I can't even remember if LeBron was playing that night. He might not.
I will say it's good for the small guy to be able to get a shoe, but why does it have to come from China? That part baffles me. Anyway, and I see why they would go after a guy like Austin Reeves. The Lakers is on TV, obviously because of LeBron. So they're gonna get a lot of notice. So for him to have a shoe, now I've never seen a shoe advertised anywhere, So their marketing at this point, in my opinion, is terrible. Just like Anti or whatever that other shoe name that Kyrie has, marketing is terrible. Haven't seen it. Now D Wade, it's a whole nother ball game. See a shoe everywhere on Facebook. I got so sick and tired of seeing a shoe, it didn't even make no sense. So why aren't these companies marketing like those companies to get the shoe out, to get the name out? And once again, just like Kyrie, this is like the 5th model of this shoe. And basically it's like they make the shoe and then put him in it instead of like a Jordan or LeBron. They create the shoe, then bring the shoe out. You know, it's not something that's been pre-created. It's something, you know what I'm saying? I understand that maybe in the beginning, but this is the 2nd time that Austin Reeves has worn the shoe. So just let the man create his own shoe if you're going to market it to him. But anyway, I understand he's getting money off of it, but create a shoe that he creates. That's what I'm saying. And then bring the shoe out. Well, here we go.
Might have been resting. Can't remember all the details.
That's load management. He's not resting.
Whatever you want to call it, that's cool. But basically, Austin Reeves just went off. Like he had
a night.
He had a great game. Towards the end of it, he had hit a shot and he started like running back, being like, "Yo, I'm here. And so yeah, they have that right here on this shoe in the Laker colorway. Some of you guys have probably already seen this shoe. I think they debuted I don't remember exactly what they called it. I think it was candy or cotton candy or.
That's very Way of Wade.
It is. I don't dislike this brand or anything. They actually sent these shoes over, so I thank them for doing that. But you know, they're definitely following in footsteps of their predecessors, which would be like their storied brands that are over there, their heritage brands at this point. But yeah, I think that the shoe though feels very good. Like there's a lot of tech in here that you wouldn't.
Honestly, I think since Wish has come out, I actually had some Wish shoes one time. And it's crazy because I was at the gym and this girl came over to me and was like, "Where do you get your shoes from?" I said, "Oh, I just got them off the Wish app." Another guy came up to me, "Where do you get your shoes from?" "I just got them off of Wish." And then that first girl that came over, he's like, "Where do you get your shorts? Where you get your shirt?" But her boyfriend was over there asking her to ask me all these questions. It was funny. But anyway.
I think would be in here, especially for a new brand or new-ish brand. So yeah, so I think that if you were interested in these, you might actually be satisfied. Like, well, to be perfectly blunt, almost all of these Chinese brand shoes, I'm talking Li Ning, Way of Wade, Anta, and I know that Li Ning and Way of Wade are the same, but they treat them like Jordan Brand and Nike. But if you try those shoes out, and I'm talking about like as far as price per performance, you get way more for your money with those brands. I'm just saying, especially if you pay retail price for the products like Chinese retail, it's way more affordable than any Nike product. And then even if you're comparing US dollar value, which obviously they mark them up a little bit to sell them over here, you're still getting way more bang for your buck with something like this than almost every Nike on the market. Everyone.
Wow.
Now, as far as performance features are concerned, the outsole right here is just very interesting. It's radial, so you know that this is going to work well. On top of that, it is a Chinese brand, so the rubber used is going to be good for both indoors and outdoors. However, the grooves here are very thin, but the
and that's interesting. The Chinese use a sole that's good for indoor and outdoor. Now that was a little bit different on the Kyrie shoe. They had two totally different shoes, one for indoor, one for outdoor.
Rubber itself isn't like really soft, you know what I mean? So it feels like it's going to be okay for both indoor or outdoor. Obviously, you're going to get more life out of them indoors than you would out. But if outdoors is all you play, these brands over in China, that's what they cater towards. They cater towards their main audience, which is the Chinese consumer. And they almost primarily play outdoors. So that's what it's for.
It's making me dizzy.
It's a lot of radial, but it's cool. They look a little bit like a Curry. They look a little bit like the Reebok Solutions.
They kind of look like the Reebok JJ Watt shoe.
A little bit. I wonder if maybe Iverson or something like that was one of his favorites.
Maybe.
Who knows? Now, as far as the cushioning is concerned, the midsole itself is EVA, but inside of the midsole, in the forefoot section specifically, they have what they're calling Showtime foam. And I believe they're actually showing you kind of like what that is right here in the tongue, which I will talk about in a little bit. But basically, it's like an eTPU, very similar to Boost. And the way that the brand describes it is just that it has an 80% spring back rate. So underneath your foot, the way that you load into it, it's supposed to return about 80% of that energy back to you. So it keeps you on the floor a little bit fresher, a little bit longer. They are very comfortable, I will say. And one of the coolest features about it is that
I will say the shoe looks very comfortable.
Actually, the insole, they actually come with two. So this is one of them. I don't know exactly what the material is and everything, but it's kind of like a firmer foam. And then it has a crash pad right here in the heel for extra comfort. So this one right here should mold to your foot a little bit nicer in the long term. But if you like something a little bit different, this guy right here is also in the box. This one feels more of like a polyurethane, still a little bit softer, but not quite as dense, obviously, as this one. So yeah, there's two options there. One has more of a molded arch versus the other one, which is way more flat. I don't even want to call that neutral. It's just not really even there. But if you don't want either of these things, they're not glued in, so you can remove them. That way you can put in any insole that you want, or if you wear an orthotic and all of that stuff. However, I will say that when you do pull them out inside, they are see-through, especially at the midfoot. There's this weird cutout or carve out within the midsole with the shank plate in there, and you can see all the way through the shoe. So I don't know if you have one of those just like straight up heel orthotics where you have to take out the insole and then you're on kind of the footbed minus the heel area. It might be a little bit weird for you. Now the midsole is raised and everything, so it's going to cup and hug your foot really well. So I love that. It's a great performance feature for anybody. So if you move around a lot on the court, you're going to like that. They're also very low profile and fairly wide as well. So lots of stability and court feel without sacrificing too much cushion. And then the heel area is reinforced. So not only do you have the EVA wrap plus the TPU side panels, those little yellow balls that you see on the side, and then inside there as well, there's another extra.
I actually like the way that these look. I feel like I would like to wear them. I just don't like honestly the low top, but I'm actually a low top wearer. Unless I'm playing basketball, I prefer to wear low tops.
Extra heel counter, so you got lots of support and stability right there in the back of the shoe, which is perfect. The upper of the shoe reminds me a little bit of like the Currys and stuff, especially the modern ones like the 10s and things like that, but it's supposed to be, you know, symbolizing a cocoon. And the way that the brand described it was just that, you know, Austin Reeves is kind of like molding into the player that he's going to end up being. And with this being his first shoe, there's really only one way to go. Well, there is two, but hopefully we don't think about that. And yeah, hopefully he turns into a badass on the court.
Sweet. Plus I could be your bodyguard too.
But basically it's a textile. There are lots of overlays and additional reinforcement in terms of stitching. You have the typical heat welded fuse areas. It's in all of the high wear areas and the stress zones and stuff like that. So again, it's very typical, especially for modern day performance. They have a couple of other cool features, one of which is a anti-slip or anti-skid little area in the back of the heel. Instead of it being that cat's tongue thing that you see Adidas typically use, it reminds me of like hospital socks, the little bottoms and stuff. They just got those little sticky pads. It's kind of fun. The weirdest thing though is the tongue by far. I don't know if this is supposed to be like the window into the sole that's in the tech and everything like that, but it reminds me of the window down here. It's just that it's showing you all of those pellets in there. What they actually say that this is for is to relieve lace pressure, which is true. I don't know how well it's going to last because plastic breaks down and everything. So this is not going to be one of those shoes that like, you know, is good 13 years from now and stuff. But for right now, it'll work out just fine. Now, as far as sizing is concerned, I would go true to size. They actually sent me a 43, which is a Euro 43. Normally I'm a 42.5, and they do fit like they are a 9.5 and everything. So I would go true to size if possible. Most of their shoes are built just naturally on a slightly wider last. So I'm assuming that wide footers will be good to go going true to size. If you already have the shoe, or if you've, you know, tried the shoe out and you're overseas, if you could let everybody know in the comment section.
Definitely a cool shoe. I actually like that one better than the Kyrie. You know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? What was the video I was gonna play on? Oh. Sorry. There we go. Bring it up, folks. Sorry. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
regarding.
So anyway, this rolls into what's going on in San Francisco. A lot of people just think that everything they see on the news, the mainstream news, is true. Everything that a content creator comes up with is a lie or a conspiracy theory and different things like that. But over in San Francisco right now, in California, it's a crap hole. We're seeing all over the place crime. We're seeing all over the place defund the police. Many types of things. And it's not looking good for California. People are leaving. Disney tried to move their headquarters. You know, they have Disneyland over there. They tried to move their headquarters to Florida, but it seems like they're going to go back to California if they don't find another place. They've lost money here in the state of Florida by trying to move. They had already moved. They were trying to move like 200 employees. They had already moved like 20 or 30, paid them obviously. And then they had a building, or they were going to build a building to house their employees and different things like that. So it's been a whole shakeup going on over there in California. So call me Florida. Call me Francisco. How you say it? I don't know. I can't say how one of the guys said. But we're just gonna listen to this fair use. It's just gonna show you that some like what's really going on. You know.
A Starbucks cafe. Insane. Here's one of their bands about to take a victory lap around downtown San Francisco. They own this town. This is Market Street and Powell in downtown San Francisco, where the store closures are happening. This corner right here is where the Gap store used to be for years. Now it's shut down. At least you can see some tourists returning to the city, but that's about it. We're walking downtown San Francisco and we're about to explore this new trend. All the stores are closing. People are patiently waiting in line for the cable car to take them up Powell Street. Empty Powell Street, that is. What used to be a lot of retail stores is now just a ghost town. This entire block right here is completely closed. It's just empty front stores as we go up Powell.
I mean, those stores are looking like malls nowadays. Like some malls are closing down, just being vacant, empty buildings, and it looks sickening. The way that some of these places are being ran. I was out in Tampa the other day, Tampa, Florida, on my wife's birthday, and it was booming. There's a lot of things. Man, there was a lot of things to do. Eateries, the boardwalk, Midtown. There was so many. Like I used to be in Tampa all the time back in the day. Matter of fact, my wife and I met in Tampa, and I thought there was things to do then. This is a whole new level of things to do. So if you guys ever get out there, check out Midtown. We went to the casino. I really didn't care about that. I didn't know how to play in the slot machine, so it was just taking my money. But anyway, Midtown, you can check out the casino. You can check out what's it called, the Riverwalk, Hyde Park area. Check all that stuff out, man. It's amazing at what's going on, how they're moving, how they're building. I mean, they're gonna have the Riverwalk is gonna go from the river where Tom Brady, where they had the boat parades, where the Bucks and the Lightning had their boat parade, and then they passed where Tom Brady passed over through the Lombardi Trophy one boat to the other to Gronk. But they're gonna have it going from there all the way to the Bucks Stadium, and that's a good little bit. But the biggest thing about it, there's activities, food, drinks, all kind of stuff, meet and greets. Oh man, it's pretty dope if you ever get to go see it.
Every single store on the right-hand side has closed. Only right here on the left, we have a Sephora store and a Burger King. It's the only two that remain open.
I get them look on we ate.
Empty cable cars.
Now that's when you know. That's when you know it's slow. Now, when I first started seeing this video, I seen all the people waiting for the cable cars where they could go pick them up. But anyway, this right here says to me that it's definitely slow.
We are going up on Powell Street to see what's left of what used to be a bustling vista.
I think this comes from the politics of what's going on. This is a show of San Francisco, aka California's politics, and what Gavin Newsom has turned this beautiful state into.
See, street. And now it's a ghost town. We have a sneakers store that's still open. And over here we have a Swatch store that's still open. After that, the entire block, empty storefronts, nothing, all vacant.
Crazy.
It's the sign of e-commerce victory. I guess all that lobbying paid off. Right here we have retail for lease. Huge storefront, empty. I don't know if this used to be like a Ross store or a Marshall. Gone. I see a pharmacy, a Walgreens. That's open. I'm surprised that's open. Let's see if it's still open. Yeah, it is open. Cool. Close.
Look at this. Now this is the thing.
Place is closed.
This guy right here. Obviously, we know what's going on there. This man is broke down. He on some type of drug or something, more than likely. But out of California, also they started a program where they actually give needles to junkies and drugs to junkies. So I forgot exactly how it go. Y'all go look it up, but it's crazy. And then you obviously have stuff like this as a result. Now, that man there, the one with the little green jacket, he looked like he frozen too. I don't even know what's going on there. But you go back, he ain't even flinch.
It's really dead over here. Right here we have a zombie in the middle of the street. Place is closed. Now we got to O'Farrell. Right here in the corner. Yeah, this is open. It's a hot store. Is it open? Yeah, it's open. They have a guard at the door. We got Starbucks here. I think that's open.
Yeah. A few open places, but I'm sure
See that?
Oh, that's bad.
The floor is empty as well. Here we have the Sam's Cable Car Lounge. That's open. It says we need your support. You're gonna need a lot of support. This right here is up. Close. Retail for lease, 27 square feet. 5 years ago, all these streets were crowded with people. Those days are gone. One way to deter all this crime in the city, not to stop it, is to have all these police officers stationed here. There's 4 patrol cars parked right here outside of the stores, and this mobile command unit right here, and that little golf cart too. These are all cops that's stationed inside the stores, just to deter the crime that's going on here in downtown. I think it's
Yeah, because you can't. They just catch and release basically.
the only way. I think it works. It deters it, but it doesn't end it. All these cops working on the stores, when it's break time, they come to this unit right here and take a nap, and that's how they make their money too. This is downtown San Francisco, where a lot of retail space is just vacant. A lot of stores are closing their doors. It's due to the high crime and the victory of the e-commerce. They are really winning this war. And as you can see, there are a little bit more tourists now, but you can see only the big stores are left, like this Louis Vuitton. Let me show you. There's a Louis Vuitton right there, but if you see right there on the corner, there's a cop. That right there is a cop sitting on a hydrant. This is probably his patrol car right here. That is the only way to deter crime. And there's an armed guard right in front of the store. And on a side note, joining the store closures, the hotels are also shutting down. Hotels that have been here in downtown area for decades are now closing. That's the end of the video. It's uncertain what's going to happen in San Francisco. Only time will tell, and maybe will be on my next video. See you next time.
Man, that's crazy. How things rock and how things roll. Anyway, folks, we're going to get on up out of here. But tomorrow night, Bang Bang Boogie. We're going to talk about the AFC North, I'm sorry. Got a special guest coming on, so y'all make sure y'all check your boy out. And with that being said, we're out of here.